guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome and hello. So for today's video, I'm back with squishy makeovers, and this is my second time doing this. So if you haven't seen my first one, you should totally check it out. I got this idea to do this from Mariah Elizabeth, who is a super funny, amazing artist who is also a YouTuber. So credit for the idea totally goes to her. And this week's shout out goes to Kawaii Cookie Channel. If you guys want a shout out in one of my future videos, all you have to do is subscribe, have post notifications on, and then comment #CraftyCrew in the comment section below. If you have been watching one of my videos in the past, you know that normally I do my videos at like a brown table, or I have this pink tablecloth with white polka dots, but now I'm in this little area which I like to call my crafty studio, or Popsy studio. So here's my short little tour. Got two of these lamps which face this little thing here, so it gives it some nice lighting, and I've got this mat, and when I paint I'm going to put some wax paper on it because I don't want the paint to get on this. And then I have all of my fabric paints set up here, and I have my painting supplies there, and I'm also going to get like a towel. And so here's like my little camera stand, so you guys will be facing down while I work. So yeah, that's my short little tour. The thing that I did was just get some parchment paper and our wax paper and parchment paper, the same thing because I do not know. But anyways, so I also added my fabric paint on the side in the filming because I just want to pizzazz it up a little bit, not make it too boring with just parchment paper. With what Mariah likes to call squishy roasting. So for today's video, which is pretty uncommon that I would do, but I do have 3 squishies that I'm going to be transforming into one, if I can find the last one. I really can't find it. Oh, I found it. It's on the floor. Okay. It's this one. So let's get started with squishy roasting. 3 squishies really are not bad quality at all. In fact, they're pretty new. Like this one. This was from my first ever squishy package, which was an Amazon grab bag, and which I reviewed in a separate video. This is also from the same grab bag. This one's like a macaron half, but this one does have like a little air bubble right there. But they are in pretty good condition. This one has like some paint right there. And this one I got from Knott's Berry Farm. This part, the rainbow's cut off, and also it does have a keychain. So yeah, that's about it for squishy roasting. Guess we can jump right into the video. I started off by removing the keychain, and I basically just yanked that thing out, but it did give me, it was quite a struggle to be honest. So like, youch. But while I was at it, I also removed the eye pin from the other squishy, and I had a really big idea for this squishy. Even though it's not Christmas yet, I was going to use it as a Christmas present, because Christmas is coming up, and I was going to give this squishy to my little cousin, and he has this Captain America Tsum Tsum that he likes to call Chub Chub Cookie. So I decided to turn this squishy into that. So the buns, buns. Wow, so immature. Anyway, the buns weren't really the shape I wanted them to be, so I trimmed them into a nice shape with some really sharp scissors. And guys, be careful with these scissors because like mine were super duper sharp, so you might want some parental supervision. I trimmed the squishies the best that I could, but I'm not very good at cutting, to be honest. But it took me like a solid 15 minutes, and that is quite a long time. And even though it didn't turn out that great, at least I did make it better. Assume that he also has 4 tiny little felt legs, but I wasn't going to give the squishy that I was making those legs because it would just be a lot harder, and I didn't know what I would make them out of. I used some white fabric paint to stick everything together, and then I tried Mariah's rubber band trick to help the squishies stay together when they were trying to stick together. Okay, speak. This didn't really work that well for me just because like the rubber band left like a big indent in the squishies, so I left the squishy to sit for a while hoping that the indent would go away. After a while, the indent did go away, so that was really good. And then I just went in with some white fabric paint to give me a bit of a base coat. And I do have to say that the squishies did not want to absorb the paint at all, so I had to do so many layers of white paint. You guys probably don't want to be watching me paint on so many coats of white just for the base coat, so I guess let's use some movie magic. So this is as much white I'm going to do for the base coat, and am I the only one that likes the noise of when people squish squishies? Like, I don't know, I like that noise. But now we can begin with the coloring. Needed a picture of the Captain America Tsum Tsum because I wouldn't know all the details obviously, and also sorry if there is some background noise, just the rain. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like the noise that rain makes. But anyways, so I went along with a nice thin coat of blue paint on majority of the squishy, and I did that because I wanted it to be nice and smooth, but it is still a bit clumpy, and also my SD card did run out of storage, but I have a new one, so everything's Gucci. Wait, who says Gucci anymore? But anyways, I was done painting the first coat of blue because I would have to paint several coats, but I used the blue paint bottle and stuck the squishy up on top of that just so that it could dry easier without getting paint everywhere. And then I moved on after it dried to adding more coats of blue. It doesn't look so great just because I didn't cut that part very well, but it is turning out okay. Finished the blue part of the squishy, I began to paint on the little decoration or like pattern that's on Captain America's back. Well, the Tsum Tsum's back. I don't think Captain America has this on his back. After the stripy pattern dried, I went along and painted on Captain America's little shield. And actually Captain America, you know, since he's Captain America, he's really like blue, red, white themed, so I could have probably done this for a Veterans Day video, but you know, I already made one, but that's alright. While I'm painting the shield, I want to say that I got a comment that I was basically copying Mariah's, and I do give her credit. She especially came up with like, you know, squishy roasting and stuff, but I do know other people do squishy makeovers as well, just like not the squishy roasting part. She really came up with that. But I still do this basically just in my own way. Like, she really loves so many colorful and like all those colors and rainbows, and usually she paints like desserts and stuff, but I do this in my own way, and I would normally do like characters or things that happen in my life, like Captain America Tsum Tsum belongs to my cousin, and like all these characters, and I can make them for gifts, and basically I just make squishies in my own way and the way that I like them. Anyways, let's get back to the squishy. After I finished up the Captain America shield and it dried, I went along and started painting the face. So first I painted skin color, like where it shows underneath his mask, and then I just began to paint his facial features, like his eyeballs.
Satisfying? Probably not. So let's continue with the video.
Drum roll, please. Here is the finished squishy. I think it turned out amazing. Definitely one of the most complicated squishies that I've ever done. I like the details and stuff, even though they're not perfect. I still think it looks really cool. The shield's really like dense because the squishy that I used, as it was dense as is. I feel like, you know, it does look pretty sloppy, kind of, not very smooth or even. But, you know, painting's pretty hard for me. I'm not very good at painting, to be honest, but I still like doing squishy makeovers and stuff like that. The face is really lumpy because I kept having to redo it because it kept messing up. But I think it's fine. Here's the squish test. Fairly slow rising, not super, which I don't like super duper slow rising squishies, so that's pretty nice. I think it looks amazing, and here is a little clip of the before and after. This video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below some suggestions of what you would like my squishies to turn into in one of the future videos. Also, don't forget to comment down below #CraftCrew if you want a shout out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Hope your day is full of peace, love, and happiness. Bye!